What's going on, guys? Welcome back to your Lake Fork Guide. Here we are, Fun and Sun Boat and Tackle Show. Some of the best pros in the business. Alton Jones Jr. from the Bass Pro Tour. The truck is right behind me. He's inside. Todd Fairclaw's in there. Justin Lucas. Some of the best pros on earth today are in here. We're going to go talk to them, hang out with them, chill with them, look at tackle, look at awesome boats. And oh yeah, they're going to get up on a stage and do seminars where they're going to be giving y'all some top secret guide tips. So if you like hanging out, talking about fishing, looking at fishing gear, basically everything we always do on this channel, but doing it with some of the best on earth, might be your episode. Y'all stay tuned. Some of y'all may actually know who this guy is because we've done this a few times now. Yep. But we've caught up with Mr. Monty Reagan from Fun and Sun Boats, man, who kind of puts this whole event together. Monty, how you been?
Good. We've been working hard trying to, as things go these days, it seems like everybody's short of product. So we've been scrambling and doing the best we can to keep everybody on the water. So,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know it's been a chore sometimes getting boats in and out.
Really has been.
I'm sure you guys have been hustling. Tell me about this event, man. This is the Fun and Sun Boat and Tackle Show, I guess, kind of what I've always called it. But, man, this is a really cool event. I've never been here before. What am I coming into? What kind of event is this? What do I expect?
Well, it's a cool deal because it's a lot of local vendors that are not national corporate deals. It's somebody, a lot of these guys make these baits in their garages. Mm-hmm. We've got a couple of young fellows here that have their own company that have, really done good. And there's lots of guys making, sand bass baits or jigs or soft plastics, and there's something you're not going to see every day. So when you come here, you're going to find some stuff you've never seen before, and you're going to get to talk to one-on-one the people that are making the baits and tell you how to use them. Mm-hmm. So you get some knowledge, and you're going to get around a bunch of really good fishermen. We've got some Todd Fairclaw.
You just walk over back, say what's up there, Todd. How you doing?
Yeah, that's right. And then we've got Clay Dyer here, and Nick LeBrun and Alton Jones Jr. and Zell Rowland will be here on Sunday.
Legend.
We got some big names coming in. Justin Lucas is here, so it's a fun deal. Got super good people to visit with, and you'll learn about all kinds of new stuff, and it's just kind of a really good
fun place to hang out. And just in time this happens every year, folks. Boat show weather's blowing in tomorrow.
Yes.
We're starting today. It's nice and like 70 degrees out there today. Yes. It's going to be a high of like Alaska tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what the number is, but it starts with a 3, mm-hmm. which we ain't used to in Texas. No. So that's not the day to go bass fishing, folks. That's the day to come to the boat show, hang out, come see Mr. Monty. Also, to me, seriously, the coolest part about these deals to me is the tackle's great. We're all tackle junkies. All of us bass fishermen tackle junkies. The tips these guys give up on the stage, phenomenal. I've learned a ton of stuff listening to guys talk up there over the years. But the coolest thing is that factor right there. Whether it's Kelly Jordan over the years past, unfortunately, Aaron can't be here this year, obviously passed away. Aaron Martin's in years past, Greg Hackney in years past, or the guys we have now, Justin, all the guys you just mentioned, Paul Nick's been here before. You can just walk up and lean up on a boat like we're doing right now and just talk to these guys.
Yes.
And I think one thing that people that are big fans of the sport that haven't had interaction with them, they may not understand. They're just guys, and they really love fishing. And if you love fishing, you want to go talk fishing with them, they'll talk it with you.
Absolutely, you bet. All these guys are very approachable.
Yes.
They're the kind of people that, they hadn't forgot where they come from.
Right.
They know they started when they were young and talking to guys that would help them along the way. And
so
this is really something special. I urge everybody to bring their young kids that are and their teenagers or whatever. A lot of the Texas high school bass fishermen. This is a great place for their kids to come rub elbows with the likes of Todd Fairclaw and Cody Bird and all those guys.
Very unique opportunity. To get that close and have that kind of one-on-one interaction with those guys. It's my favorite part of it, really is.
We fly people in from all over the country.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's very expensive to do, but this is what we want to do for our customers and our future bass fishers.
Absolutely. Well, you guys have done such a great job traditionally with this, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and better and better. And now, heck, I've gotten to be a part of it, and I can't thank you guys enough for letting me. The fact that I'm going to be the one that kicks off the seminars tonight, dude, that is a humbling thing to me. It's a big deal. And I just want to shake your hand, look you and tell you thank you very much.
No problem.
That's a huge deal to me because I've watched a lot of my heroes, guys that I've looked up to, like the man behind the camera right now, stand on that stage and give some of the best seminars I've ever heard. So the fact that I'm actually doing that as well, it's a huge honor. So thank you, seriously.
Absolutely.
So you guys give Monty a shout out in the comments for providing a lot of good content. You guys have learned a lot through the event he puts together over the years. So give my man some love. Monty?
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate
One more
it.
handshake, dude. We'll see you around. We've got Mr. Monty Reagan. We introduced you to him earlier. Got to come back with him one more time because something a little special is going on. Monty's wife, unfortunately, passed away not too long ago. And in her memory, they created a scholarship for the best pair of female high school anglers. The highest qualifying, Monty?
Yes.
The highest ranked female high school anglers, they're going to get a scholarship in memory of Miss Kay Reagan. Just a really special thing. One of the many things that makes the fishing community so great. Monty, thank you for doing this. Girls, congratulations.
Thank you.
How about that? All right. What's y'all's names? Jesse and JC. They were meant to be teammates, obviously, with names like that. And I believe they're from Aubrey High School. Is that correct? All right, where is that at? Is it Aubrey?
Near Denton area.
Oh, Denton. So Lake Ray Roberts is your home lake.
Yes, sir.
There you go. North of DFW. Great thing that Fun and Sun does. Just a great way to remember a great woman, Miss Kay Reagan. Monty, thank you for doing this, girls. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Caught up with my man, Justin Lucas. First time we've ever got to meet, dude. It's so good to meet you.
Yeah.
So good to watch you for a long time.
He's famous to me because I saw him on YouTube first.
Yeah.
And then I see him in the store and I'm like, oh, that's the guy I've seen on TV or my phone.
Justin Lucas just said I'm famous to him, folks. That doesn't even make any sense. I don't know what world we're living in, but it ain't a normal one when he says that. No, thank you very much. And I appreciate you watching. It's been kind of a little bit of a revelation to me to find out how many guys like yourself on the tours. That makes sense. You guys are coming here. Y'all looking for any information, public information you can gather. Back in the day, we used to look up tournament results.
And we still look those up, but there's so much fresh and new content on YouTube and social media that we're searching hashtag anything now. You know, like your little red jerkbait over at Palestine we were just talking about. I'm like, hey. Something there.
Y'all were supposed to be there early in the year last year before Snowmageddon hit.
Dude, it actually froze. Didn't it freeze over? Like,
pretty
I
much.
saw a picture of Kickapoo Creek and it was like.
Oh, Kickapoo was froze over. Guaranteed Kickapoo was froze over because it's like this much water everywhere in Kickapoo pretty much.
I saw that drone shot and it just looked like ice and all that. So.
Fork was much the same. It was a unique circumstance. Unfortunately, y'all didn't get to go to Palestine last year, but this year you're going to Palestine. Coming back to Lake Fork this year, which is my real home lake. End of February. Dude, that's going to be a...
You know I can't get info, but...
I know, I can't tell you nothing.
But
that's just going to be an awesome tournament.
I think it's going to be really good. I
it's
talked to a guy that was there yesterday. He said it was one of our guys.
I can't tell you anything. I can't tell you anything.
No, I know it's good. You can say it's good. You can say it sucks.
I'll tell you
it's
this.
Good.
Considering everything those fish have gone through with the drawdown and then the water getting colder fast, like we drop so much water temperature so fast, they're biting really good for all that going on. So it's setting up for a good day in February. It's all going to depend on what the weather does, I think. The one thing about this kind of surprises me, the way they set up y'all's schedule is you guys count every fish.
Yes.
But there seems to be a little bit of a theme on y'all's schedule.
Over 2 pounds.
Every fish over 2 pounds, which is the biggest minimum keeper there is. But y'all count, however many 3-pounders you can catch, you can count every one of them, right? Not just best 5. So, but there seems to be a little bit of a theme just looking at you guys' schedule from the outside looking in, where it's like you go to these lakes like Fork in late February. Well, if you're going to count every fish, I'd be like wanting to go there in May or June or something like that. But you guys are going there at a time of year where it's not really a numbers time of year. Traditionally, it's a big fish time of year. So
I personally, I love it. I was all for the 2-pound minimum. We don't have it at every lake, but the lakes that make sense. And I like going somewhere where you can't, if you had a 1-pound minimum, you can target 1-pounders. But when you set it at 2 pounds, it's really hard at a place like Fork or Palestine or wherever to just be like, I'm going to go catch 2.5-pounders.
No, you're not.
You're not going to do that.
You're going to catch some 6s and 7s.
Exactly. So I think it's going to be really good. Numbers, like you said, you might not catch a ton of fish, but the quality is going to be there, and I'm excited about it.
With that 2-pound minimum and the time of year you guys being there, it's going to force you guys to target those bigger fish, like you said. And that time of year, as good as all that field is, I mean, that field you guys fish against is crazy.
Pretty good guys.
Pretty good resume on that wall combined. man, there is no telling what kind of train wreck we're going to see with big bass. Now, it may not be a bunch of them, like you said.
Right.
But there is no telling how big of a bass. What is the biggest bass ever caught on the Bass Pro Tour?
Ooh, I think,
Do we know? Has there been a 10?
Yeah, Atkins caught the 10 at Fork.
The 10 at Fork, and I believe Christie
rod.
caught 110 at Fork on a frog too.
Yeah.
There was
I
two,
remember that,
and those were the biggest. I remember them saying. So now we're in. So is Fork going to break its own big Bass Pro Tour record this year, being there in late February?
I got to say, yeah.
I think so too, because they're just heavier.
I got to say, yeah.
They're heavier.
I mean, they are. I've been seeing pictures of the fish over there right now, and it's like,
fat.
you know, a 4-pounder weighs 6.
Right.
You know
exactly.
how it is. So, yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it's me.
Yeah.
I'd like 11 and a half. I could take that.
11, you deal
That'd
it?
work.
You could deal it. That was
A
my.
lot of people don't know. I've caught a 13 in a tournament and an 1191.
You've caught some giants.
Yeah, those are both at the Delta. So, and I hooked one at Rayburn last year. That was, I know it was over 10 pounds.
Yeah.
I fought it for like 2 minutes, and it broke me off on a spinning rod. Got a lot of crap from these East Texas guys about throwing a spinning rod, but I caught some nice fish
100%.
that week. You know,
I don't even keep one in the boat.
I hear you. I hear you.
I don't because I'm not.
You got to bust out a little West Coast voodoo on them from time to time.
I'm not a tournament fisherman,
I hear
so
you.
that's why I don't keep one in the boat, because I'm fortunate enough to be guiding and just making videos. Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
fish the way I want to fish to
Yep.
target bigger fish. So
Understood.
different deal, different ball game. If I was a tournament guy, I'd be having the spinning poles too.
Yep.
I'd hate doing it, but I'd do it.
I hear you.
Talk to me a little bit. You mentioned the Delta. We saw Lee Livesey over on the Bassmaster Tour do it at the home lake this last year. We saw Tommy Biffle a lot of years ago, I believe on 10 Killer maybe, but it was his home lake in Oklahoma. Remember that? And I don't remember what lake it was, but I remember it was his home lake. Such a big deal. Your Delta,
Fort Gibson.
Fort Gibson it was.
Yeah.
That's right, correct. It was Fort Gibson. Your Delta win, being from that part of the world.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that experience of winning, because it's so hard to win these things, and then to have it line up where you kind of.
Dude, what was crazy for me is I actually was driving past every day in my boat where I used to ride the school bus to school on the levee.
No kidding.
Yeah, so it was just like
That's next level.
It was
of
really
home lake
surreal,
right there.
man. Like I grew up. It's very country. People don't realize out in the California Delta, it's all farmland. So I grew up in the country out there.
Yeah, you get away from San Francisco. The northern part of California is rednecks, dude.
It is.
Like I had some guys I was in the Marine Corps with that were more country than me.
You were in the Marines, okay?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. All right, nice.
Yeah, so I had some dudes I was in the Marine Corps with that were from Northern California, and like they're more redneck than anybody I knew in East Texas.
Dude, they bleed it. They bleed it hard.
Yeah.
Man. I got guys out there still. They refuse to leave, and they're just die hard.
Yeah.
They ain't leaving. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's cool. Good
Yeah,
stuff. So what did I mean? That was just all. It had to be a great experience.
It was amazing.
Is that your favorite moment of your career so far, winning
Hands
on the Delta?
down. Yeah, it was really cool for me because I stayed at my grandparents' house. My grandpa was there. I grew up fishing with him, so it was really special to share that with him. We went back and had some champagne and pizza. It doesn't really make sense to have that together, but we did.
Champagne and pizza.
Yeah, why not, right? So we had a lot of people there. We threw a little party after. The next day, I had to drive to Havasu, which was like 11 or 12 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was that and AOY. Those are the two.
Yeah.
Those are the two big ones for sure.
Talk to us about your AOY. For those that don't know.
Man. Yeah, I don't know. It's 4 years ago now, so 3.5 years ago. But that was a highlight as far as from a personal standpoint. To win at home was special for my family and to be a part of that with them. Right. But then as an angler, especially growing up in California, I always looked up to Aaron, Skeet, Brent Ayler, these guys that came back to the East Coast, and they were really consistent fishermen and very versatile. And so I always wanted that to be part of who I was. I moved to Alabama 12 years ago, but I wanted to bring, kind of like that, my blood from the West Coast out there, and then show these fish some things they've never seen, and it still works today. The spinning rod, it's not just a tournament deal. You got to enjoy picking it up, but it'll catch big fish all year long.
It will.
And it's got to be the right conditions for it. But AOY year, I caught a lot of fish on spinning rod that year. So
speaking of AOY, we do a podcast on Sundays, most Sundays, and we did one not too long ago here, last few weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. And we were doing Angler of the Year predictions for Bass Pro Tour. We did one for Bass Master, we did one for Bass Pro Tour. You're in my team. So I'm going to need you to go ahead and bring it home.
All right. We got fantasy fishing coming this year, too, so you guys are going to have to set that up.
We've actually had some viewers of this channel request that we get a Your Lake Fork Guide Fantasy Fishing League going.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Amongst our, it's kind of a private league, fans invite, whatever.
Yeah.
But it actually wouldn't probably be open, but just get one that we set up and do. So that'd be a lot of fun. But I'm gonna need you to go ahead and bring her home. No pressure.
Okay.
No pressure.
I'll do my best.
One last thing. We're at the Fun and Sun Boat Show, so we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about this experience. I think there's probably some people watching this that didn't have the opportunity to get here, don't live that close, whatever have you.
Sure.
Tell them about this experience here, because me and you are sitting here talking, but dude, if that camera wasn't here, me and you'd just be sitting here talking.
Yeah.
And anybody else that walks in this door can come up and talk to some of the best fishermen on earth.
Sure, yeah. No, this is a great place. I've worked boat shows all over the country. This is hands down one of the best.
Yep. They do a great
inventory, obviously running low right now, but still putting the boat show on, or the show on. That's what I love about it, is that even though inventory's low, they're still doing it. And there's only been one or two other boat shows I've been to that are as good as this one across the country.
And they bring in all these local tackle guys, and you get to see stuff that, I see it every year that I come here. I see you guys walking around, and y'all are buying stuff from these local dudes that are making something a little different.
I think that's why they invite me, because they know that I'm going to spend some money over at the tackle side.
There you go.
Some stuff I can't find back home. But
right.
Yeah, they make a little money on me.
That's right. Every time.
Yep.
Really cool experience, I guess. Hang out with Justin Lucas. Hang out with Nick LeBron, Todd Faircloth, Alton. I know Luke Palmer's here.
Yep.
Man, there's more. There's so many more.
Yeah,
I'm
tomorrow
missing
there'll be even more.
Even more of them. We've had Hack here in the past. We had Aaron before he passed away. Just a really cool deal, and a really great group of people here. As you've seen in some of the stuff when we've talked to Monty, showed you the scholarship they set up in his wife's memory. Like, just good Texas folks running a great event. Justin, my man.
Nice to meet you.
It's an honor to meet you, brother. It's great
Pleasure.
to meet you. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
Thank you.
The water level and the water clarity and the water temperature.
That's going to wrap up our video from the Fun and Sun Boat and Tackle Show. We were busy on this.
Yes.
I wanted to put you in the video earlier, but
A lot of people to visit with.
a lot of people looking at swim baits. A
lot less swim baits on the table.
There's a lot less swim bait. That's right. The table is much less crowded. And today wasn't even
Not the busy day. Tomorrow's the busy
If
day.
you want to know when to come to Fun and Sun, come when you get off work on Friday. Because it's not a whole lot of people here. Tomorrow this place gets so packed you can't hardly walk through it in my passage.
Yeah, Friday's the day. You get your pick of everything, plus it's not
Yeah, boy, all the baits are still fresh. Nobody's out of anything. And when it's less crowded, see what's going back here. Just average
You get to
people,
visit with.
just talking to some of the best fishermen on earth, just talking to them like they know them their whole life. Man, that we've said it many times, but that's the coolest part about these. The baits are great, the event's great, the boats are great, but the one-on-one time you get with some of the best fishermen on earth, that's pretty special.
Yeah, every one of them will talk to you.
Absolutely. They just do. They love fishing. They'll talk about it all day. Absolutely. Well, Heath, sorry we didn't get to include you more in the video today. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you guys, most importantly, for watching as always. If y'all like some of the swim baits you saw in some of those little clips there, be sure you go to smashtakebaits.com or Tackle Warehouse.
There you go.
Both of those have them. I'm rambling. It must be time to end the video, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Say hi to the princess. There she is. She's still here, folks. I've seen some of y'all asking in comments. She's still around. She's still around. All right, man. Appreciate you guys watching those. We'll see you next time right here.
Your label guy.
You're getting pretty good at that.
A little bit.
You practiced it enough.
Twice.
I've given you opportunities.
Twice. That's the second time.
It's only the second time? Oh, okay. Like this year? Or
This month.
you want to go catch 200 pounds again? Yeah, let's go do that.